Hey guys, what's going on? TheRiaya here. It's been a while since I've gotten a video out, and well, I finally be able to get one done. I'm doing okay today, so I figured I'd do one on Davinci Resolve 14. I mean, it's been so long since I've done a video. They've come with 2 new versions of Davinci Resolve. Who would have thought that? No, not really. This is just their open beta they have that they released this past week, and after the huge convention that they had and the huge sign they had outside of the building. So let's start at the beginning, I guess. What is Davinci Resolve? Davinci Resolve originally was basically a Hollywood industry color corrector and things, and after on version 11 plus they started branching off into making it a non-linear editor as well, which is really nice to see, because for professional non-linear editors out there's really only Adobe Premiere, and it would be nice to have somebody shake up the industry a little bit, and this is definitely one to be looking after, especially since the free version isn't gimped really, and it works very well except for a couple small things that they don't allow you to do, like their massive noise reduction capabilities or use more than one graphics card while editing. So for basic stuff like this, if you don't need to take care of the noise in the scene or whatnot, then it works great. Moving on. This will really cover things that I've noticed, the differences between how to edit and a massive issue with the audio and an apparent workaround for it at this current time. And yeah, difference with exporting out with different encoders and such. One thing I have noticed already is it still does not allow editing video. Well, it allows you to edit MTS video footage. It's just if the audio is done in Dolby Digital, it does not allow you to edit the audio from that. You're gonna have to convert that to something else, so like Format Factory or something, so that it's a WAV or AAC, and just take it and slap it on the timeline with it. If you're just gonna do the whole thing together, if not, then you're gonna have to figure out how you want to cut it up and whatnot. But or I guess you could combine them. But one of the major issues I had with Davinci Resolve 12.5.5 is I really couldn't use Handbrake properly with it. That or straight video footage, gaming video footage that I recorded with OBS. Now, you'll see right here, there I'll play it for like 10 seconds or so, that this is straight video footage from OBS, and now no longer has a single issue. So here we go. This is just a quick, slap in with fade, but as you see, it plays perfectly fine, not a single issue. It looks great at 60 FPS. What would happen on 12.5.5 is if you say drag the whole thing. I actually do that right now, so I don't have a link, so there, let me grab it. And let's grab the in and out points. Slap that down there. If you would do this on Davinci Resolve 12.5.5, it would immediately freak out. The video would not load, and after about 30 seconds or so, it'll state that the media is offline, and it would not work at all. So this would not work at all. You'd have problems and get frustrated, pissed off, lift your computer up and chuck it out a window. No. Yeah, what you would have to do is, at least what I was using was Media Coder. I would use Media Coder with specific settings on CQP with a GOP of 1 for the video out, and I'd export it and import it, into Davinci Resolve to do with the editing later on. Now it's the opposite. Now I could import it directly from Open Broadcaster software, have no issue whatsoever, and if I encode it with a Media Coder, it looks like this. Note that's just the audio showing up, it doesn't show the video. Now, I know I could do it in DNX HD or something else. I have not gotten to try it yet, but this leads me into my next point, which is I just use Handbrake now. because Handbrake had the exact same problem as OBS. It wouldn't let me import it properly. Well, it would let you import it if you drag the whole thing down. Again, got to the end without, you know, instead of getting cut in and out, it would freak out, not let you load anything else, and then just go all over itself and just say media offline. Now, there's two reasons I'm glad for this. One, Handbrake encodes a lot faster on my machine than Media Coder. And two, then, of course, it just makes it overall more simplistic with the OBS and this. I'm just messing with it while babbling. Well, I'm not really babbling now, but whatever. What is the next part? Oh, yes. The elephant in the room. The audio issue. Now, this is open beta 1. So if you're watching this when the open beta 2 is out and such, I'll make a video on that if they fix this, resolve this issue whatsoever. But currently, there is an audio issue where if you don't have the sample rate set to what, I guess, Davinci Resolve has, or maybe higher than what it has, it does not work properly. Now, currently, if I can get this out of full screen mode, which of course I can't, playback devices. As you can see here, I have it set to my LG Ultra Wide using the DisplayPort out. It's set to 24. Where is it? Come on. Advanced 24-bit, 48 kilohertz studio quality, and works without an issue. Now, my Turtle Beach 7 game is my default when I'm gaming. It's my external DAC I use for gaming. It's at 16-bit 44.1, and this cannot be changed. Now, if I have it set up on here, it does not work. Like if I scrub across, the scrub audio will work. The audio will work if I look at it on the preview here. You know, when you're setting your in and out points. But on the timeline itself, it will not work. So, looking through the Davinci Resolve forums, I was able to find being able to swap it around, changing around to a different device. Like somebody said they swapped it to HDMI, so that made me think use my DisplayPort audio. And of course, obviously here it's working. But if I do it the other way around, it, like I said, with my DAC, it does not work. So if you come across this issue, you might have to try finagling it, change your sample rate around, see if, like, try my settings, 24-bit, 48 kilohertz, to see if that works. It might just be the audio driver itself. It's not liking or not. I don't think it's 100% diagnosed or has been informed. Like I said, if this is after beta 1 and beta 2, this might be patched by then. Hopefully it is, because that is just a weird issue. But other than that, what else can I really say about this? Actually, going back and forth is smoother than it was before. If you're can I just turn off the audio scrubbing for that? Probably not. I don't see. Okay, yeah. No. I guess I could do that, probably. Yeah. No. Yep, that does it. It's a lot smoother if you need to scroll backwards to find that specific frame that you had it at before. But, or where you needed to get it set to for the out point or in point, whichever one you're looking for. And it all seems to work decently well. Yeah, I'm kind of babbling. Sorry, I'm just scatterbrained right now. Deliver. Things have definitely changed here. I have noticed a faster encoding rate than what I had before. I'm getting over 100, like upwards of 100 frames per second while exporting on my Ryzen 1700X at 1080p. So they added MP4. I'm very happy they added MP4, and they added network optimization under said MP4 for when you upload it online. Frame rate, quality, you can leave it at best, or of course change it to restricted to whatever bitrate you want. But you also have the encoding profile of baseline, main, and high. So whichever way you're gonna do it. I always use high when I export. So this is basically made going to Handbrake afterwards to make a high quality encode absolutely worthless, because I could just do it all straight from here now, whatever bitrate and whatnot I want, and it seems to work great. I usually use 40 megabits per second at 60 FPS, and it does a wonderful job. I don't know how many more codecs they may be added under QuickTime. With version 12, each little increment they had, I noticed they added a bunch of different codecs. So they still do not have HEVC though. I find that just kind of strange. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I would expect this being the editor it is to have HEVC, but they don't have it. So it's not like it's the biggest deal. I mean, come on, you got all the DNX ones here that you could possibly want for it. And that's really all I can say about it. I can't really say anything about Fairlight. I haven't worked with it much. I'm not really an audio editor connoisseur in any kind of way of the go from the term and things like that. So I'll delve into it, but just not right now. That's actually another thing. Is it? Hold on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna drag this. Yeah. Before, when you did this last time, I remember on 12.5.5, you wouldn't be able to just automatically do that. I don't think it let me do it. Just drag it up from when you only have the first two and there's nothing on it. So that's nice little things they've been adding on here. And if they keep going with this, then that'll just be great, and maybe it'll be a great contender against Adobe Premiere for professionals, absolute professionals in the near future. There's one more thing. One more thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. And I'm starting to get a little scatterbrained. I've been up really early in the morning. Irony is not because I couldn't breathe or something like that. It's because I actually felt awake and had energy. It's really stupid to have that happen, but yeah, it's not stupid to have that happen, but it's stupid that that happens at a time when I would rather be sleeping. Okay, there's this that I was talking about. Going here, it's better optimized. Hopefully be able to compete against Adobe Premiere. Guess if it comes back to me, I'll add it in the post edit for it. But yeah, my brain just fried on me. So alright, I remembered exactly what I was going to say, and that is the price point. Davinci Resolve 12.5.5 for the studio version was $1,000. Now, of course, that's the important word, isn't it? Was $1,000. Davinci Resolve 14 came with a massive price reduction. And what do I mean by massive price reduction? I mean they slashed the price more than 2/3. So what was $1,000 is now only $300 for this said program. That is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think you could really ask for much of a better price for this, for everything you're going to get with it. And of course, there are more advanced features like multiple graphics cards, the noise reduction. Probably, I'd be guessing they have new audio settings that are probably locked behind that paywall. But if you really don't need those, then that's great. Just use the free version. Like you see here, I'm messing around with it. I don't have any issues whatsoever. It's easy to work with and whatnot. And that's absolutely great. But that price point it'll probably convince a lot of people to buy it. That's all I gotta say is that it should convince a lot of people to buy it and to use this instead of how much they charge for Adobe Premiere and all that. So, yep, this is just gonna get inserted in the middle of the video. So, the rest will continue on from here on out. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment below if you have any comments and suggestions. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. And I'm sorry I've been slow with videos. It's just a lot of health issues and things like that. And hopefully I get all that resolved. And I hope you guys come back for more. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys later.